Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, April 3rd. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So listen, we're going to try to make this very simple. It's not going to be as simple as we talk about, but I think people need to calm down, okay? So first off, if you're in a trading room where your moderator's screaming, yelling, going nuts, I would leave it. That's number one. Number two, balance rules are so important that if you don't understand them or don't want to understand them, it's time to find a new profession. Okay? Number three, for all intents and purposes, even though we're down over 3%, almost 4% in NQ, over 4% in righty, look where we're trading. Right? Look where NQ is trading. Right at the bottom of our balance. Look at ES. They're below the balance, but remember, ES never made a new low. They're still in balance on the weekly. What does this tell us? Well, first off, let's go over to what happened with balance yesterday and then what the market's telling us so far today. So what happened yesterday? ES stretched the balance high. We said we are not going to be calling it up, right? Stretch, that's one of the balance rules. You get above balance, stretch it, come back. What's the opposite end? The lower end of the balance. Well, that's where we are. NQ came close to the balance high. Failed, rolled over. That's balance rules, my friends, okay? That's number one. Number two, where we are trading is telling us another very significant thing. Even though we're down a lot, the volume's a little better than normal, this is still short-term money selling it. And how do we know that? Because long-term money wouldn't give a rat's ass about a balance low or the previous yearly low or any of that things. If and when the herd mentality comes in, reference points and destinations go out the window. Now, everybody's going to be screaming that we're down 3-4% and we have a huge gap. All of that is true. Right now, the gap in ES is $9. The gap in NQ, what is it? Not even sure what it is. 919. I'll have to figure it out. They're large gaps, so the gap and go crowd's going to go nuts. We always talk about that. If the market's really going to get a further push down, you'll get multiple opportunities, so you don't have to take the short right at 930, especially with a gap of this magnitude. Especially because the market is so short. Especially because we're right at a balance low. These are so important things. I still firmly believe, that long-term money is still sitting on the sideline, not knowing whether they want to come in to sell or buy this market. And that's why the bottom of this balance, I think, is fairly important. We have failed at the 200-day moving average when we tried to go up. Now we're attempting to get through a balance low. If we do that, again, all three time frames are down. There's still good profits in 2023 and most of 24. These managers are going to get phone calls from nervous people. If the herd decides to sell, then you're going to get step 3 of balance rules and blow through a balance and not look back. However, if the herd mentality doesn't decide to sell, we can come right back into this balance or just test it to the low downside and come right back into it. It's a huge balance and nothing's resolved then. Or, if the balance low holds, maybe the long-term money says, well, we held again. I want to be a buyer now. These are all the things that are on the table. Now, look, this is a pretty simple, basic, broad outlook of what we're looking at. As far as intraday trading goes, we're going to find out once the market opens, right? And let MGI form. And that's what we'll take our trades off of. Of course, you're going to have gap and value in favor of the bears. No doubt. No doubt. So what's going to be important to me? I want to see the overnight low taken out. I want to see acceptance below this balance low. Remember, trading at a level is not acceptance. That's just a target. Much deeper meaning if you get acceptance either below it or rejected below it. Okay? You want to understand all that? Then come join this trading room and understand and learn how to trade. Okay? And then chart-wise, So you're seeing it on the profile. Now here it is. And this should make you take a deep breath and calm down. Look, here it is. They'll be screaming and yelling on CNBC and everywhere else and on social media. It's a 4-day balance. We tested the top of it. We are now testing the bottom of it. That is it, plain and simple. Nothing more, nothing less. How do we react down here? Again, we will find out and hopefully get some more answers today. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.